Hey folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Favre to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to...
Touchdown, Packers! Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah. I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, the Minnesota Vikings retaking possession. And this is a team, you remember, a playoff squad a year ago, but into the win column for the first time in 2020, Week 4, beating winless Houston 31-23. And the offense came alive. Dalvin Cook, a huge factor in Week 4, 130 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and Adam Thielen, CD, had his 2nd 100-yard receiving game of the season.
And don't forget the rookie, Justin Jefferson, out of LSU, their 1st-round pick as a receiver. He's gone over 100 the last 2 games as well and introduced, what do they call that, the gritty dance? Is that what he calls it? He's introduced that to the NFL as well. So just when everyone figured out how to floss, now they got to figure out how to do the gritty dance. And Justin Jefferson says, I'm just getting started as a receiver. Plenty more coming. Now that the Vikings team is off the schneid, in Seattle on a Sunday nighter, home for Atlanta before their open week, Week 7. I think Mike Zimmer, their head coach, was really pleased, Brandon, how they won this last game. That was more Zim style, running the football and some good defense when they needed it. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Vikings.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1st and 10, it's Favre. He'll fire deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35.
That's right, baby. It's all
Touchdown, Packers. CeeDee Lamb, 68 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the point after.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be at practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone?
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Lockett the return.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Pass the 20. Touchdown, Packers. CD Lamb, 84 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Chase Young, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Complete to Jimmy Graham.
And Jimmy Graham, of course, a guy who's been around a while. Been with New Orleans, Seattle, and most recently with Aaron Rodgers and these Green Bay Packers the last 2 seasons. Had 93 catches in a Packer uniform. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Lockett, 33 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down. Again, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on second and 13. Trubisky, his throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Trubisky on third and long. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Coming up now on a second and 15 following that sack. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And to me,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call?
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's got nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're ahead on the scoreboard. You've got the ball on your own 15-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard.
Houston set to take over. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Gain of 10. And the Texans, 1st down.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Again, it's Watson. A gain there of 21 yards. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. That's a cornerback in for the sack. Tre'Davious White. He's got his tight end. It's Fells.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 27 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The tackle made.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Texans 17.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're leading. You have the ball on your opponent's 35-yard line, and it's first down. To the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down. It over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards.
He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining, still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Murray now on 1st down, rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 1st down, Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Extra point.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Jackson on 1st down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Man, Lamar Jackson, we all know it, but he is just so elusive with the football.
I don't care how many times you go through tackling drills at practice and how many different situations you put guys in practice. It's not the same as trying to get Lamar.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw from the gun. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 13.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
For Larry Fitzgerald.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Has to be a little bit of...
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes...
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're ahead by 17. Your opponent has possession back on their own 15. First and long. Open man, Higby, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on second down. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down throw. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Out of the backfield, he's got Malcolm Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Intended target there, Malcolm Brown. Third down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Robert.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. To try again after the sack. Goff, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're only down 3 points. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. This to Jarwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Prescott now from the 50. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
He's tackled at the 40.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Recovered by the offense.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! Blake Jarwin. 40 yards. And the Cowboys. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Still shedding tackles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
16 yards.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Second and 11 at the 41. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Jenkins on the tackle.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. It's George. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up
on second down. It's George. He's still fighting forward. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On first down, George. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down now, it's George. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 15 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 17-13, a minute 35 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on first down. It's George. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
We will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You have a 3-point lead. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
He was
on a 2nd and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
40-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Toss left to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select replay challenge and give it another go. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Play action. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. If we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? Right? Would this division even exist next year? But there is potential there. The Eagles came alive with a big win on Sunday Night Football, beating San Francisco in San Francisco. Washington, they're trying to hang in there. Dwayne Haskins has to play better. Dallas should be the team. They've got to fix their defense. And the Giants, they may be 0-4. They're going to fight hard, but I don't think they're contenders in this division.
Pickup brings up second.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. And good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont.